start button too quickly, but I am here. We just gonna go with it. That's what I say all the time. Sometimes it's not perfect. Sometimes it's not the way you want it, but it's okay. It's the way it's gonna be. So I appreciate you all joining. We're gonna get started in a second. I'm getting my screen set up, and I'm gonna get myself set up on both platforms. And what I typically do is make sure I am liking my live. Are you here, Michelle? Let me know if you're here, friend. I am starting to get myself going. Hello, Diamond! How are you? I was just talking about Michelle. Michelle. Thank you so much, liking the live, friend. I appreciate it. And so I am on a few minutes, seconds, 1 minute early, because I am walk away. I did walk away. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I left my phone downstairs. I thought I had it up here. I left it downstairs. I will be back. And I'll be right back. As I come right back. Right back. I found it. Okay, I'm back. That tells you I'm moving too much. I left my phone in my bedroom. I was like, where is it? And so realizing that, hello people, how are you? And so I'm on my tablet here and got set up and walked away from my phone. So this week has been very busy for me. I'm teaching purposeful parent class for busy parents. Okay, look at you. Nice. Are you, how's your, oh, thank you so much. Hello, friend. Oh, all right. How are you? You said I'm a fan. Did you subscribe? Make sure you like the live. Also, thank you for commenting and make sure you subscribe. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. She should be in the building soon. She's happy to answer questions. So thank you so much for being here. Hello. We got some trolls coming in. Let me remove people. There we go. I can moderate on both screens. Just let me do it. Thank you so much, friends. Because sometimes you get kids on the app and then you get adults acting like kids. So you want to make sure that you are able to control your room. I talk about that all the time. Don't let somebody else come in your room and control it. You can control your own room. So, all right, friends, let's get going. Thank you all for joining. Make sure you like the live and subscribe as well. Comment. I want to know who's in the room. I would love to connect with you. And if I have to remove you, I will remove you as well. So it's all good. But make sure you're liking and commenting. Thank you. That is 100% true. Yes. the adults and the kids. Some adults act like kids. And at the end of the day, hello, how are you, friend? Make sure you like and subscribe to the live. And thank you for your comment. I am doing well. I appreciate it. Um, I appreciate you all coming in. Hold on one second. I just realized. I'm so sorry. I can believe that. But stuff coming up. I don't like that. We reschedule. Um, hold on one second. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Emotionally immature. Yes, yes. I can see both chats. I have a chat over here and a chat over here, so I can see the chat. The one on my tablet, this might be good for you to know, Diamond. The one on my tablet doesn't stay. So when I'm live, are you a regular on YouTube? You go live on YouTube? I don't know if you have any tips here, but uh, so I'm still getting accustomed, so I have it on my screen over here so I can truly be able to see the chat. So I can see the chat pretty consistently over here. So um, okay. No, not yet, but I want to. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Thank you for commenting. I appreciate it, Carrie. Thank you so much for being here. If you don't mind liking the live and subscribing if you haven't already. And those who are joining, I appreciate you joining. We're going to get started in a second. So I'm good. I appreciate that, friend. And we're going to get started in a second. I'm planning to do it tomorrow. Oh, nice, nice. Are you going to co-stream? Are you going to do what I'm doing with the whole TikTok, YouTube experience? Let me know if that's what you plan on doing. That sounds cool. I mean, you just got to get started. Oh, I appreciate it, Carrie. Thank you so much. Carrie, did I respond back? Let me know if I subscribe back. Because if I haven't, put a comment on one of my posts. Maybe I didn't see the comment if I haven't. So that would have been my fault. I didn't see. Or if you did comment, hopefully I did respond by now. Co-streaming. Yep. Yep. Uh, um, oh, okay. Okay, good, good. You're gonna stream on Fortnite. Okay. All right, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that. I'm co-streaming on TikTok, so I'm about to do TikTok. So that's what I do. Thank you for sharing. Like I said, my moderator, her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. She's another person you can connect with as well. Yep. Is it okay? Yeah. So she's another person that is all about helping people go live and making sure you can do this with comfort and ease. That's what I call this. So this is what my live today is going to be about. I say don't be scared in my titles because I want people to be confident. It's going well. Thank you so much. Busy but well. I appreciate you asking. And so what I do is give tips to go live. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing. Just making sure I help people as they are navigating these platforms. And YouTube, I'm not an expert on, so this is something I've been doing just to kind of build my channel and make sure I'm supporting other people on their channel, and then helping people if they want to know about TikTok as well. I'm just going to stream now. See you later. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Kara. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Anyone else in the room, go ahead and hit the like button for the live, and also make sure you are commenting so I know you're in the room. I'm happy to support you. And if you have any questions, we're going to go live in a second. I'm about to go live on TikTok right now because I'm always a few minutes late. I don't know what's happening with my timing as of late, but it's all good. We will keep it moving so that we can get the day going. I'm gonna try to stay on. Maybe it's about 5:30, 90 minutes. I need to figure out my timing because I need to post on this account and I need to post on my other account. So I just did a post earlier on my other account. I haven't done this account yet. So I'm trying to keep up my rhythm of getting more posts done. So it's something I have to kind of build in. And then I'm doing my shoppable live tonight. So I've been a busy lady. But I'm going to keep going, guys. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. I don't want you to be nervous, scared, shy. I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to go live and go live with ease, friends. Thank you so much. Donna, how are you, friend? Come on in. We're just getting started. Your crafty auntie. How are you, friend? Come on in. Liz, thank you for joining. Come through, my friend. So you guys know what? Lisa, how are you, friend? Come on in. How you said hello. I appreciate you being here. So I thank you so much for the like and the daily heart me. I'm trying to multitask. And so what I've been doing is co-streaming on TikTok, and I'm doing on YouTube, and I'm also hello, my friends coming in. I appreciate you all joining, and I am making sure I get myself set up over here so I can also engage on my other account. So I'll talk about that in a second too. Hello, you leveled up just that quickly, level 15. My goodness. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. You coming in and doing all the things. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Come on in. Thank you so much. Jeffrey, how are you? Thank you for following me. I appreciate you. Come on in. Donna, you leveled up as well. Liz, you leveled up. Look at you guys. You guys are doing it. I appreciate all the support. You guys are coming in, doing all the things. And then you guys will see where I have my other account too, so I am actively engaging on that one too. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit because I just did my first shoppable live yesterday. I got the next one tonight. Blessings. How are you, friend? I got the next one tonight at 8:30. So I'm doing shoppable lives on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 8:30 in the evening. That's when I start. And this week is all about tech, y'all. All about tech. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm showing beginner tech products that you might want to have in your toolkit. And so I share that, and I share other tips and stuff that you need to know about your technology. So as you're thinking about being a beginner content creator or even a live host, so I want you all to be successful. And so I have the tools that you're going to need. So I do that. I did the very first one. I have never done a full blown 100% shoppable live. Never done it before. So yesterday was my first time trying it out, and then it went well. I actually had 2 sales, so I am happy about progress. That's what this is. Practice makes progress. It's not about perfection. That particular live was helpful for me because I was able to see some things I need to do differently in terms of my setup, and so that was really helpful. And I'm going to work on that today. So today and tomorrow I'll work on it. That's partially why today I'm going live. I'm doing this live now, but I probably won't stay super long. I think I'm gonna try to get out probably about 5:30 ish. I'll do like 90 minutes according to TikTok's clock. So I'm gonna do that with the thinking that I'm gonna need that time on the back end to do some things such as posting and also setting up my technology for the live later on today. So thank you all for coming in. All you who are joining, I appreciate you. I saw your white bear. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Thrive to Wealth. I appreciate you joining as well. And so we're going to talk all things TikTok. I want you all to feel comfortable and confident about this experience. There is no need to feel as if you can't do it. This is where I shared in my 10 o'clock. If anybody comes back from my 10 o'clock, I said I'll give a little bit more perspective on my journey and just talk a little bit more about what happened for me over the last 5 months because I've been going at this steady every day, almost every day. There's been like 3 days I missed, y'all, just 3 days. I try not to be dishonest about anything I say. I'm too grown for that. There's no reason to embellish or say things that are not true. So it was 3 days I didn't come on, and then on top of that, I do the two a day. So I do 10 a.m. Eastern and I do 4 p.m. Eastern. So I come on twice a day. Hello, my YouTube people. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much, all who are coming in, getting a daily heart me. I appreciate you all. And so I do the two a days. So there's been some 4 o'clocks primarily that I haven't been able to do. So the 4 o'clock is one of those things where it just becomes middle of the day, and I had some conflict, especially last week. Last week was I missed 4 days in a row because I had to pick my daughter up from college and move her out. I then also had to prepare for a wedding that my son was in, and then Mother's Day happened. So I just didn't get a chance to do my 4 o'clock. So TikTok has been wondering where I'm at and what I'm doing. So I'm trying to make sure I stay present in here. He said, understandable. I appreciate your friend. He said, understandable. Because, girl, you've been showing up. I'm trying to model the way though, because I want people to realize that at the end of the day, if you stay consistent, and I know it's hard to build something like this in your schedule. I know with all the other things that we got going on, whether it's our family, other obligations, a job, all the things that are happening in our day to day lives, this is something that is a little different and unique, and trying to build it in is not easy. But I will say it's a payoff. It's a payoff, you all. And I just want to make sure I communicate that as clearly as possible, because I don't want you all to feel like, oh, I'm telling you to do something that is not going to pay off in the end. But if you build your community, if you are consistent, if you are showing up and people are supporting you because they see you as somebody that, according to your brand, that they know, like, and trust, and they feel like they can connect with you, they will support you. That's the reality of how this goes. They will support you. So you want to continue to build that community. Okay? So I say that intentionally because I don't want you all to feel as if this is not something that you cannot achieve. Thank you so much. I see a Diamond coming in. Diamond was on my YouTube. Diamond's like, Dr. Lisa, you are talking to these TikTokers. I need you to talk to the YouTubers. I appreciate my YouTube friends. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me show you guys real quick because I co-stream. I'm on both channels. So I'm here and I'm co-streaming. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. They said, God bless you. There. Hi there. How you doing, Linus? How are you, Vibe Wellness Woman? So make sure you follow me on YouTube. That's my other channel. I share that because I want you all to make sure you're following me over there. Hello, favorite. How are you, friend? Congratulations. Well, you should have came in under the Jim Hare name. That's what you should have came in under, Jim Hare. So that way people know your status. You say on both platforms. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're laughing at me. No, Jim Hare is the one that got TikTok shop. Congratulations. So yeah, favorite and I, we had a meeting today, and I just so happened to mention. I said, you know what? Sometimes, and that's just the way my mind is. I was like, you know what? Something we're focused on and we're hyper aware of, and it's like, okay, you know what? We're doing this, we're working hard, and we're not seeing the results. So I just said very casually, I said, you know what? You on this call with me. You're thinking about getting TikTok shop. You on this call with me, and guess what? When you get off the call, TikTok shop is gonna be you're gonna get a notification. And sure enough, thank you all for the gifts. Sure enough, she got her notification. That's why I'm cheering for her. She's like, Dr. Lisa, I ride with you, girl. I am loyal. I don't care what they say about you. I am loyal to you. So I appreciate you, friend, for the shout out. But you know what? You did the work. You 100% did the work. So that's what this is about. If you put the work in, you'll see the results. That's all I tell you. You just got to put the work in. And I know it's hard, you all, because I just added this whole TikTok shop thing to my to-do list. And you best believe, you said 100% loyalty. I appreciate you, friend. I didn't see the meeting. When do we meet? When do we meet? When do we meet? Oh, no. That was a one-on-one with favorites in the room. She requested a one-on-one to meet with me. And literally the one-on-one was about TikTok shop. She was like, okay, here's what I'm doing. I just want to make sure I'm doing a sanity check. That's pretty much what we talked about. And I said, yeah, you'll get it. It'll come. But you might even come today. And so that's what happened. So just recognize that, the things we want the most, it will happen. The payoff is there waiting for you. How do you find out how much or how many money we will have to give? I missed something there. Sutra, what? Give money for what? Let me know what happened. You said how much you have to give. I'm scrolling back up to see what I missed in your first comment. Did you have another comment? Let me see. I don't see anything else from you, so you must have gotten filtered. What was the other part to that question? Give for what, friend? I must have missed something. I'm looking forward to my Monday meeting with Jess. Yes. Jess is good, y'all. She got me going. She got me thinking real hard about this thing. I'm trying my best. Now, I definitely got to get my content game up. That's why I said I'm going to try my best to have some content to put. I'm trying to push out more and more content and maybe even do some batch creating. Okay, thought I was getting left out. No, you are not getting left out. I am very loyal, as you know. I'm loyal to you too, Vi Wellness Woman. We loyal to each other. I feel you. That's what this is about. No, you know what? Jess is having a meeting today. Just so that you guys know, I don't know if people saw that there is a meeting today. It was in the Discord, so I just want to say that, and I might invite Jess to be come in just in case she's available. But she's doing her weeklies. She's doing a weekly, so I'll be on the weekly. So I'm just saying, I appreciate your friend. You said I'm on the rise. Look at you. What the short stuff? What's going? Oh, you said I'm on the rise. Did you get you got live access. Are you on live, friend? So Sue, put your comment. How you doing, Luna? I see you. How you doing, LaDonna? You guys awesome. I see you all creeping in the room. I see you. Not creeping, but y'all coming in. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. I got level 8 in your room. Really? I missed it. I was in there chatting. Good morning, Lady Elegance. How are you, friend? But I do have a praise report. What's your praise report? You want to come up? You want to talk? Let me know if you want to talk. Anybody wants to talk? Let me know. Because like I said, I feel like I'm not going to be able to do my normal lengthy kind of deep dive conversation because I want to make sure I take advantage of some daylight. I want to get some shots in, some what do you call it, b-roll, some b-roll footage. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I need to do all these things. That's what's happening. So I want to take advantage of some of the daylight. I'm coming in to learn as much as I can. Yes, friend. Are you going live? Look at your level 24. You are engaging on this app. Are you going live? Does locking in your community cause your views to scale off? Oh, Queen V, let me understand that question. Does locking in your community? You mean like are you referring to like your niche? How you doing, MJ? Thank you so much for coming in. What do you Queen V? Let me know. Okay, so like you're saying your niche, if you're niching down essentially. So here's the deal. I mean, maybe. I mean, that's probably the answer. Maybe it depends on your niche. It depends on what you have going on. What I will tell you though, there's a couple of different ways I will tell you to look at your niche. Your niche is one aspect. Your target audience is something different. Your target audience might be a couple different groupings of people. It could be like, so for example, if you're a retiree and your target audience might be other retirees that are interested in this particular topic. Your target audience might be people who are beginners if you're thinking about like social media platforms and you're talking about beginners that are over the age of 50. You know what I'm saying? So that could be another group that you could be talking to. So it just depends on what your niche and your topic is. So, I always do the example of like crocheting. Because yes, Michelle crochets. And if you are a crocheter, you want to talk to beginner crocheters, or you want to talk to people who are looking for a hobby in adding a hobby to their activities, or if there's someone who's retired and they're looking at doing something very very different and we're picking back up crocheting. So those could be different searches that you can do. People who are in retirement, people who are over the age of 50, people who are beginners, your crafters, your crocheters, all those people you can look for. So it just depends on how you're talking about your topic. I think there's different audiences that you could bring into looking at your content and coming to your live stream. So I would say it depends on the topic, but ultimately you could probably expand it and have different groups of people you're engaging with, if that makes sense. So you said that's what's happening. What's happening? You're starting to see. And oh, you know what? And I picked crocheting out of the. I kid you not. I did not look at your niche. I kid you not. Look at. You know what? I need to play the lottery today because favorite. I did not do that on purpose. I just picked that randomly as an example. But I will tell you, in my example and in your niche, you probably need to broaden it out to other people. That's what I would say. Send me a DM and we could talk about it a little bit more, but that's what I would say happened that you need to do. I need to play the lottery today, y'all. That seriously, that was not designed that way. I just used that example. I did not look at your bio when I said that example. Yes, you do. You say yes, you do. I do. I'm got something going on. I'm like locked in and tuned in into all things TikTok. So we will see. Maybe I'm going viral, y'all. I'm about to go viral. We're gonna put that out there. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would tell you, just broaden your thinking about who you're talking to. That would be my first thing to do. Let's do this flash goal real quick. And it's the heart me. So many of you probably already came in and did the heart me because you guys were coming in. Thank you so much getting your heart me. Oh, I didn't click it in time. I did not grab that heart me from you. Part of the flash goal. Thank you, sis. You're welcome, friend. Like I said, just think differently about who your audience is, and maybe I always say use Chat GPT because sometimes that can tease out a little bit more of who you're trying to talk to, your target audience. When you think about those three criteria, the demographic, the psychographic, as well as the pain points. So as you're thinking about that audience, it could be even broader than what I even said here. And ChatGPT will say, hey, you're looking at beginners, you're looking at maybe people who are trying to understand. I know, yes, Michelle talks about different crafting yarn deals. So that's an audience, people who are trying to get the steals and deals on yarn, people who are looking at different patterns and stuff. So it could be a number of people, but I'm going to tell you right now, the crafting area is broad. You might even want to look at crafting broadly, where it's not just the crocheters, it's the knitters, it's the, what is the other thing y'all do? That's the only two I know of. The quilters, the sewers. So it might be a little bit of all those people who are trying to think about other types of craft hobbies that they want to go into. So it could be any of those. So y'all, I will see how this day go. TikTok is I'm locked in on TikTok in terms of how TikTok is operating for you all. Goodness. Okay. Hello everybody. What's going on? How you doing, Brenda? I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining. We're gonna talk about activating the live. Let me know what's going on and learn as much as I can. Yes. Let my friends, so you want to learn as much as you want to. Dorita, is that Dequetta? Dequetta, I think that's it. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Leanne. How are you? How are you living with sense? How's everybody going? Doing? You know what? It's funny. You said TGIF. I was like, I didn't realize it was Friday yet, y'all. This week has been a blur, and I haven't been doing my to do list is getting longer and longer. So we're gonna figure this thing out. You said doing well. We're gonna figure this thing out. So this it's all good. Thank you so much, all who are coming in the room. We're gonna get to activating the room a little bit. So a couple things I say as you're coming in. TikTok gave us the daily harmony. We'll see how that works. I'm trying to request to come up, but I'm not sure if you. Oh, hold on, I didn't see it. Thank you so much. I didn't see it. Hello, how you doing, friend? Let's see. I hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Thank you for that. I didn't see it. I wasn't even looking there. Thank you. Hi. I can hear you. How are you? Let me change the view so others can see. Can you hear me? I can. Yep. Yep. I sure can. Okay. Switch the view. There we go. I just left. Oh, there you are. Yeah. I was like, what? Look, every time I come on, my kids call me. But that's like wow. It's like they have left their cycles or something. And since there's four of them, that means I get like at least 4 or 5 calls during my lives. Anyway, I just want to tell you. I haven't gone viral yet. I'm just kind of giving up on that. I don't know what the secret sauce is. I followed all the different instructions and everything else. I just got back from my walk, so whatever. But I do want to say that I designed my own stickers this morning, so I have stickers now. But the main important thing is that I got 3 clients from TikTok in the last 7 days. Really? One is a one-on-one coaching client, and the other 2 are clients that are going to be joining my Vibe Challenge for weight loss in 6 weeks. You can lose 2 sizes in 6 weeks. Nice. And they came from the live. So sometimes it's not about going viral. No, it's not. The lives? It's a business. Yeah, the lives. Share that with you in person. Encourage each other. Do not give up. Don't give up. No, I have not gone viral. I don't know why I think right that's going down. But I'm still posting. I don't know what's going on. It's the same same thing, me. I try not to pay attention to the numbers. My numbers have gone up and down, up and down. So right now
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in a
I'm not
slump.
looking at that. I'm not looking at that. But it has increased my bottom line. It's been like almost 6 weeks that I've been, really pushing on this, and it is bearing fruit because that equals thousands of dollars for me. So
Yes.
just wanted to share that. And it is kind of cute getting my little subscription stuff in my PayPal and my weekly little PayPal thing. I thought, oh, isn't this cute? But
So
hey, I ain't mad at you. I'll take it.
yes, and it's gonna compound. It's gonna grow. So that's what I tell people. I mean, this is where you're planting a seed, and those roots are starting to grow underneath, and then you're gonna start seeing that blossom. So that's what's happened. I have to admit that for
That's what's
me,
happening. Yeah.
I'm
But
seeing
I
it.
had a question for you.
What's
You
up?
know, I have a question. Okay.
Okay.
I had a problem bringing somebody else online for the first time. Come to find out because she didn't have enough followers. So, okay, keep learning on that one. She
What you
doesn't have
mean?
a bird count. Well, I wanted to bring her on live as a guest, and
Okay.
she couldn't come up because she doesn't have live access yet.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
I
I've,
forgot about that. I didn't say
okay.
that, but I forgot about it. This
I
is
don't think I
really,
knew
really
that.
cool.
You're telling me some breaking some news to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
if you want to bring somebody live, they have to be approved to have. They have to have live access, and she didn't have live access yet, so she only
Interesting.
had like 1 or 2 followers because she just got started.
That makes sense because that's
Yeah,
part
it
of the
does.
monetization.
Right.
Yeah, that
So
makes
so much
sense.
for that. But what she did do last few days, she's been coming in and getting comments and stuff, and people are following her. So she just got live access, and she doesn't even have 100 followers. Wait, yeah, she has like 50 followers. So they
Yep,
went and gave her live access
yep, yep.
because I think Guido over to TikTok. So he thought,
Well, I'm going to say this, and this is what I teach here. If you have a blue box, it's not about having live access. I mean, or having 1,000 followers or 500 followers. People are getting it much earlier because TikTok sees them as an engager. So when you get
yeah,
that blue box, or you're coming in and commenting and liking, doing all the things in a live, that gives you live access. So I have to teach a lot of people that who are new to my room because they're like, "What's the blue box?" I did a lot in the 10 o'clock. And Luna, she's in the room. She was my person. Was that yesterday or the day before? She came in for the first time, and before the day was over, she had level 6. So she was
oh,
actively engaged after I talked about it. But yeah,
wow,
it
she's
doesn't.
on steroids.
Yeah, she's actively engaging. But I mean, essentially, that's what it is. You just unlock the benefits that way. So that's what
The
she's
other
done.
question I had, and I think this is what happened when I went over to business for a minute without realizing it.
Okay.
I was trying to add the ability to label, to put down here, to put the little labels on your lives, little things that you say, not the banners, but the labels.
But the sticker,
And
sticker.
yeah, and I think in order to do that, I think that's a business account feature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, if I'm doing a TikTok live, I should be able to do that because there's all kinds of labels and things that you're doing on a product live.
Oh,
But yeah, I think that's why I ended up being a business live because I was trying to use features that are only for business.
let me see. So, are you talking about something like this? Okay, hold on. 8:30 p.m. Okay, so if I do this, um,
Yeah. How do you do that? Because when I try to do it, it switched me to business, something that I clicked on the wrong thing. So how do you do that?
that's a sticker. So when you are in once you're in your live, you can't put that up before your live starts. So maybe you were doing something, you were doing a board, but I don't think that's a business feature.
No, that's not a board. Yeah, it wasn't a board. It was something that I did though that put me into the business thing because next thing I know I got,
Did you do
all
leads?
these
When you
followers.
turn leads on, leads is a business feature.
No, I didn't turn on these because I know that. Whatever it was I turned on, I got all these welcome to business. Welcome. What? No, no, no. That's supposed to be, kryptonite pointed out to me. So what's gonna happen to me? But I was able to turn it back on. So you go into enhancements to do that.
Yeah, so when you're in the enhance the little magic wand type thing, if you click that,
Right.
you have the
Mm-hmm.
effects that you can put up, the effects you can do before you start your live. But sticker and sound effects or voice effects, you cannot see that before starting the live. So you have
But
to
there's some right thing called an effects. What is it called?
hand heart.
It's avoiding me. When I show up, it's like Liz is looking for it. So let's hide.
Just type in the word hand heart. If you type in the word heart, it'll show up in all the heart options. It's a little pink hand heart. It looks just like that, a little pink heart.
It does not like me. I have tried so many times. I tell you, I've just given up with that. I've given up on the hand heart and given up on
Exactly. All I did
Okay,
was erase. So this one here had welcome on it. I erase it. I delete the word welcome and I just put my own word up. Now TikTok has to approve it, so you got to be, and it's so many characters. I want to say it's like 30 characters, so it's not a lot of characters you can put up there. But yeah.
okay, okay.
All
All
right.
right, those are the questions. And that was a great report. I'm so happy.
I appreciate you, friend. All right. Take
Okay,
care.
thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye, everybody.
All right, friends. There we go. Hello. Y'all laughing? Y'all laughing at me or Lennis? Y'all laughing at? I appreciate you all. You said, what are we discussing? Lennis was giving her praise report. She was giving an update on her progress. She was sharing updates surrounding how she's gotten clients from her TikTok lives. Lennis, put in the chat. I didn't ask this question for the group. You're somebody who's gone live for at least 30 days now. Is it longer than 30 days? Let me know if it's been longer. I think, did I just hear you say 6 weeks? You might have said 6 weeks. So when did you start, friend? Because I think she's been going live for quite some time. I can find my sub stickers. Diamond, when you in the comments, it should be like a little star thing that you can click, and that's where the sub stickers are. Um, so yeah, you said, um, Linus was, you said both. What did I answer? What are you answering both to? I'm going into, okay, you're going into 6 weeks. Okay. Okay. So in 6 weeks, I think you're not 100% daily. I don't think she goes every single day, but she's going very frequently. I want to say she's like 4 or 5 days a week. I just started going live. Oh, did you? Favorite minded. How are you, friend? Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, look at you. Are you doing it on the topic of CPR? Are you doing it? What's your topic? And how has it been going for you? What were they laughing at? I don't know what they was laughing at. I don't know what we said. We said something that made them laugh. I have 5 days a week, 5 days a week. Okay, great. Good job. Good job. Stay at it. That's what we're talking about. Today's live is all about staying consistent, guys. That's the thing about it. If you stay at it, TikTok will pay off for you. Pay off monetarily. So what 10 hours a day. CPR first aid. Okay, pet first aid. Awesome, awesome. I want to buy TikTok products from her, someone I can trust. Okay. Um, TikTok products. You mean like TikTok Shop? Linus, do you have TikTok Shop? Let me know if you have TikTok Shop. I think you do. Do you have products in your TikTok Shop? You should have TikTok Shop. If you don't, let me know. Um, 10 hours a week. Okay, 10 hours a week. Gotcha. Okay. I was like, oh Lord, 10 hours a day. Good Lord. Yes, I do. So, Queen V, it just depends on if you go to anybody's profile, if you go to her profile and she has a showcase, you can click it. What product she was talking about, and I don't know if you were talking about physical TikTok products, but Linus offers coaching and consultations, and she does it. Linus, put the description in your product descriptions, what your services rather. Put that in the description because I know she has a membership. She has a major, large. I'm using the word major. She has a pretty large group that she offers both on the FB and the YG, Instagram and Facebook. So she's pretty dynamic in that space, especially for women over 50. So that's her focus. Women over 50 that are, having different transitions in life. So she's doing that work. So I have a weight loss program. I have wellness coaching. I do have wellness products and TikTok. There we go. All the things. All the things. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. Yep, that's it. So, you said I am doing a product live in a couple of days. Okay, awesome. Definitely keep us posted. I did my first TikTok shop live last night, and I'm doing one tonight, and I'm doing another one Saturday. So I'm doing Saturday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays are going to be my live days. So, and I will. And if anybody wants to, I'm going to put it in here. You said actually women over 40. Okay, that's right. I aged it too high up. Over 40. In fact, I am too old for my demographics and average age between 45 and 55. I love it. You're doing it, friend. Age ain't nothing but a number. How to do last night? I did well. I was pleased with my first time. Here's what I tell people. Just do it. I think I did well. in the sense that, first of all, I was able to sustain talking about the products the whole time. That's so cool. Talking about the products the whole time and just giving as much detail and information about them. That was a good thing. I was engaging the audience. My mod was my daughter. She was helping because TikTok Shop is similar to TikTok, where you have maybe a flood of people who might come in your room. I shouldn't say similar because you don't necessarily see that flood, but you see a flood that will come in and people will kind of deselect if they want to stay or not. And a flood came in and you get your trolls. So my daughter was really good with making sure she managed the trolls for me. And what I end up learning is that I'm gonna have to look at this. That's kind of why I was gonna get off today, because I need to do a little bit of pre-setup. So I need to look at how I can do it for my desktop. I was from my tablet. So I may be on my tablet again tonight if I don't have enough time to figure out the desktop system and download. So I'm gonna have to work on that. So that seems to be something I think I need to do, because from my tablet I was trying to be elevated. I was trying to move around. It just would be better if I had the screen from the desktop version. Oh shoot, I missed your voyage. I was probably asleep. Yes, and so I end up selling two products, you guys. I ended up selling two products, which was awesome for a first time doing this. At the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen. And I was happy with the outcome. Okay, so it's a first of many. So we're going to keep doing it. What's the name of my other page? Let me put it in here really quickly. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to say hi, friends. Let's say hi, friends. And then hopefully those imposters don't co-opt this page too. I got to be careful with the imposters out there, because they keep trying me. That's okay. We're going to keep moving, guys. We're not going to worry about people who want to impersonate. So yeah, that's the page. You feel free to connect. Ring the bell in my profile to follow me, and connect. Oh no, I'm not a medical doctor. How you doing, Go Sell? How you doing, friend? I'm a PhD. Uh-oh. No, PhD. And so that's where I had a call coming in. So yes, PhD, leadership in education. Hello, how you doing, Miss Deals? How are you, friend? And concentration higher ed administration. Should we have a moderator before we go live for the shoppable live, Joy? Is that what you're referring to? This live, I don't have a moderator for this live. I'm in the chat the way I do my lives. Obviously, you guys see I'm here. I'm on the screen. I'm pretty much able to see all the things that's happening in the room for the most part. But the shoppable live, I have to admit that was a nice thing to have a moderator, because my daughter was pinning products for me, and she was unpinning and pinning. She was putting little comments in about the details of the products, like this one has free shipping, this one is on a flash sale for one more day or something like that. So she was putting those type of details. I was verbalizing it, but she was writing it for me. So it was handy. It really was handy to have a moderator. Now, again, Miss Thing may not be my moderator all the time, so I might be on my own real soon. We'll see if I have a moderator tonight. That might be how soon it is. She's like, I did that one day for you, lady. So we'll see how this goes. Solo two is great. Two is great on your first live. It is. It was good. It was a good feeling, you all. Thank you all for connecting. Got it. Yeah, I would definitely say a mod is not a bad idea. Um, so I appreciate it. What happened, friend? I sent you a message. I don't know if you sent me a message back. Let me know if you if we need to reschedule. Let's say that we do need to reschedule. So just let me know when. Stepping out on faith. Yes, that's it. You said give her a gift. How you doing, friend? Thank you for being there. I would like to talk to you about the package I purchased to get going. Okay, awesome. Let me know after this. If you want to step out real quick, send me a message and we'll find a time to connect. Tomorrow won't work, but Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Carly, I'm available. So, and EM, you need to reschedule. Obviously, one of those days could work for me if you're available. But yeah, so I'm gonna give her something for her day. If she hangs with me today and tomorrow, she really should get something. Oh, you said, "Oh, I need to look." Yeah, we were scheduled today, friend. It's a better on Insta. Oh, either one. Insta's better because Insta doesn't have any, you know, TikTok will filter sometimes. So I like Insta better for the DM chat, but either one is fine because I look at them pretty equally, to be honest with you. So it's not a big deal. Whichever one is most convenient for you. If you know you're going to be in TikTok more, that'll be better. So I'm totally fine with that. Appreciate you showing your knowledge. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. So you said I need to get started. I feel you, friend. There's a lot to be done. Oh wow, I have. Oh okay. So that's fine, friend. I knew. I said that in my message. I was like, do you need to reschedule? I'm totally fine with it. So I knew that is totally fine. I got you. What time is available again? Um, I will send you a email. So that way you have it in writing. So that way I have to look at my calendar to be honest with you. More than likely, one, two, or three. One of those time frames could work. Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Right now, I think all 3 days are open. I think I told somebody else one of those times. I think I told them Monday at 3. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But whatever is fine. So let's do this. Any new people in the room? We got people who have coming and going. Let me know if you are new to my room. Put new in the chat. Put new in the chat. We'll get to talking. I'll probably stay on probably another 45 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to try to see if I can get some daylight. I missed being able to announce my moderator. Yes, Michelle Crochets. Michelle, are you still around in one of the rooms? I'm looking around between YouTube and TikTok. She came over when I was on the call with Lennis and I getting a chance to talk about her, but she is my person. If you're new here, tap her up. Thank you so much, friend. And so she is my moderator for YouTube. So YouTube, I do have a moderator. So she goes over there. She's my friend in terms of training me and helping me understand YouTube very well. If you want to connect with her, she is probably your person too. So I'm going to say that right now. If you're trying to get onto that platform, I think you want to make sure you have the right information on how to do it successfully. So, and I know she's trying to grow her channel. So this is where if you support her, she's going to support you back. If you support me, I'm going to support you back. So you get two people just from this one engagement. Ideally, other people in the room, we all should be thinking about other platforms too to grow them and be intentional about our growth strategy because I talk about YouTube because I understand that it is a long game. It's not something where you just show up and start monetizing. Michelle, yep, that's it. Her name is let's see, Michelle, come back if you are you around, friend? She might have stepped away. Is yes as in YES, Michelle Crochets. And that's it, crochets at the end. Yep, yes, Michelle Crochets. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I know we had a flash goal. I must have totally missed out on that. I started YouTube and haven't posted. You got to post, friend. Post something. You know, Michelle is trying to educate a little bit more about shorts not being the same on YouTube the way they are effective on TikTok, and so she is one to say, okay, maybe not do shorts unless you want to make your channel a shorts channel. That was her recommendation. Um, Recognizing that your live streams from TikTok can get downloaded and become long form content. So you really could take what you're doing now and make it long form content. What I do, and this is not necessarily best practice, is a practice. I actually co-stream, so this becomes a playlist just for TikTok. Where I'm talking about TikTok, I'm talking about monetization, I'm talking about all the things. So I make this a playlist, and it's just a long playlist. Now people can go back and watch it. They can see clips. If I say something in here, you're like, what did she say again? You can go back and watch it. So that's the beauty of of me being able to do this. Thank you so much for the goat gifts. You gave such good information. Thank you so much, Lady V. I appreciate that. And I just want to make sure you guys are thinking intentionally about your growth strategy. How did you find a moderator? You know what? Michelle found me. That's what happened. We were talking. We did a one-on-one. You know, I meet with so many of you all. And we did a one-on-one. And she said, you know what? I can be your moderator. And I said, you know what? You can be my moderator. And so that's how it happened. So no, she found me, but you know, it's just these relationships that I have here. And she mentioned it, and I was like, okay, because I don't know what I don't know. I'm not one to hold back and make it seem like I know it all. I don't know it all. At the end of the day, though, I know enough to say I'm going to surround myself around people who can help me, who can get me there. Hence the conversation about Live Legion and Jessica. I don't know a lot about TikTok Shop. Literally, yesterday was my first time doing a full shoppable live. Okay. So I recognize there's a lot to be learned. I just need to make sure I'm around the right people who are going to support, who are going to be uplifting, who are going to be informative. And that's what I need. And so that's how I operate. That's how I operate. And so when she said she does YouTube, I was like, okay, well that's something I don't know and I don't do. So let me make sure I hinge my trail to your wagon. I'm ready to start my first digital product and post to post. There we go, friend. Miss Jills, I love it. Okay, so yeah, you bought. So let me just give you a quick so we can meet. We can absolutely meet. You have homework though. So your homework is if you opened up the email and opened up the course materials, the um the email with the different links for the mini courses that you got, and click those mini courses and go through them. So week 1, I want you to do the digital marketing 101 course. I want you to do the branding masterclass, and I want you to do the Canva mastering. That's probably, I think that's right about 6.5 hours of homework because those are mini videos. So the digital marketing 101 is 3 hours. Break it up. So in week 1, the idea is that you're going to walk away with your brand identity, and maybe some collateral materials related to your brand, your logo, your font, your colors, your brand voice, your brand appearance. So that's the week 1 homework. So if you're past that, then I think that'll be good because that's the fundamentals. And so when I start talking about digital products, digital marketing, understanding the concepts behind it, then you'll be like, okay, I remember that because I did the homework. I have read and looked at everything. Did you? Look at you. You said, okay, I'm ready. Okay, then we just need to meet then. That's fine. We just need to meet, friend. It's all put up and stacked on canvas. I love it. Yeah, we should speak then. Okay, you let me know. If you want to do Sunday, that's fine. If you want to do Monday, we can meet. Okay. Tomorrow's bad because you guys, um, tomorrow's bad because I'm going to the opera, y'all. My One of my good friends, her daughter is actually in the opera. She's performing, and she's in town, and I bought tickets. I bought tickets like way back in February. It's been a minute. My husband and my daughter, I didn't tell them. I said, one of y'all got to go with me because I got tickets. And my daughter was like, oh, he can go. So we're going to make a little date night. But yeah, so tomorrow, more than likely, I won't do my 4 o'clock. I'll see about the timing if I'm able to make it happen, depending on when we get to. Oh, I'm sorry, I sent an invite by accident. But hello, my 2 cents world. I'm sorry, I sent invite to you by accident. But yeah, so if we can get done, I will definitely do it. Let's see. I am so excited. I have anxiety about starting. Oh, okay. What's the anxiety about? You just nervous about how to talk about things? We'll talk. We'll talk because I don't want you to feel nervous about it. When you do this, and this is what I tell people, when you're talking to your audience, you are taking them along on a journey. You're really spending that first 30 days or so. And it could be sooner. I don't want to make it sound like it has to be 30 days, but you are building that what I call the know, like, and trust, where people see you showing up, you're coming up, you're talking, you have an outline of what you want to discuss, and you just share that with them. And so you don't have to feel nervous about just telling them who you are and stuff and why you're there and what your topic is all about. So that's how you want to do it. It's not something where you have to feel like you have to create this persona about, you being this, super knowledgeable, deep understanding. All that stuff is, you get there. You practice makes progress. You will get there. It's going to happen for you, but it doesn't have to happen instantly. So that's what I tell people. I just don't want you to feel like you have a lot of pressure to perform. It'll get better. You'll get more proficient. You'll be doing the things that you feel like you're capable of doing in that moment, and then you'll grow and get better as over time. It's all pulled up. Okay, gotcha. And then where did we find those classes? Oh, Joy, that's the bundle she talked about. She purchased the in my storefront in my stand store. She purchased the Launch and Earn Blueprint bundle. I I still have it marked on sale. Usually for my 4 o'clock, I change the price. because I was trying to do content stuff, I didn't do it. But the price right now is the discounted price. It's usually the regular price is 127. It's discounted to 57. So she has that. So that's what she was referring to. If you want it, you can grab it. I talk about it at my 10 o'clock. The last couple days, I haven't had a chance to do a deep dive because I've been kind of busy with the whole TikTok shop stuff, and I haven't gone through the whole presentation the way I normally do. But yeah, so there's a lot of people who have bought it, and it's still probably sitting in their inbox, y'all. And so that's why I started the conversation that way. But yeah, if you want it and you want to meet with me, it's a great way to kind of meet with me because I do the one-on-ones, but I also for my people who get the bundle, they're put in my Instagram group chat, as well as I make sure I make myself available to them. So as they're thinking about doing this, I don't want them to feel like they don't have someone who can support them. I just had a whole conversation about I get support, I give support as well. So I want to make sure everybody is learning and growing from this. Um, he said, "Thank you so much. Wonderful. I appreciate you." You said, "Sounds fun." The opera. It is actually. I've gone to like 3 operas in my lifetime. My husband. I have to ask him. I think this might be his first, y'all. So we'll see how he does. But yeah, we're gonna go do that little outing together. So it should be fun. Thank you so much. I'll go grab it. You said I'll go grab it. Thank you, friend. I'm gonna cheer for you. You said, "Let me go grab this thing." I appreciate that. Let me know if you have any questions. Here's what I tell you really quickly as you grab it. Um, Make sure you message me. You can message me in TikTok. Ideally, the instructions tell you to message me on Instagram so I can add you to the group chat. So a lot of people have bought it, and not all the people are in the group. And I know everybody's not into Instagram, but I like Instagram because it has the group feature, and it also has the group feature, and it also has the DM feature where you can send voice memos, because that's what I do. I send a voice memo to welcome you to the group. I tell you that little spiel I just gave about doing your homework. I got to do a variation of that, as well as tell you, just instructions on moving forward. You can meet with me. We can use the DM to connect and ask quick questions. So it's just a way for me to make sure I'm being available to people. And so Instagram, you can do that. TikTok, not so much. TikTok is just the texting, so it's not the same. When is TikTok going to get that? I know, favorite. It should. I mean, really, that's a nice feature. And you can copy paste messages and text and not text. What am I trying to say? Copy links and stuff like that. You can actually even do video calls. Like there's literally, if you press that little video mark, somebody's calling your phone and you can have a video conversation with them. So yeah, it's a great feature. I wish they would do it over here. If they did that, I think that would be a lot better. And part of the Instagram was part of a pivot strategy. I mean, honestly, you guys, we are, to be honest with you, we are on an extension right now. I don't think TikTok is going anywhere. It's too many people making too much money on this app. It's too many people doing quite well on this app. So TikTok ain't going nowhere, in my opinion. But recognizing that, it's a possibility, and if that happens, then you want to make sure that you have other options. So the Instagram, the YouTube, all the other things, you can be playing in those same boxes at the same time, y'all. So that's what we want to do. It is hard to go on. I am not a big fan of IG. I am not a fan. I am not a fan. So my other thing that's in my stand store is the Ultimate Branding Course, UBC. They love Instagram. They love it, and so they've been able to crack the code on Instagram. Whereas TikTok is something that they offer support. They did the 2-hour live streaming um, course on it, which is great, and it's what I use. But again, they love Instagram. So I've tried to do some of their approach, especially with the faceless marketing. So you'll see my Instagram is faceless. I do need to change it. I just haven't had time to do it. So my Instagram is faceless, and so that was the model I was following from UBC, because I'm promoting UBC as my faceless content over there. But I need to change it. I am going to change it, but it's just, to me, it's just a harder platform to get into the algorithm. Now again, TikTok, I have not gone viral. I've done some mini viral things, very minimal viral things, but at the end of the day, I've not gone super viral. So I technically haven't done well on TikTok either, y'all. Hello, I'm glad to find you live again. How you doing, Soul Chef? How are you, friend? Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you all. Good evening. How are you, friends? So, Beacon or Stand Store? I'm a Stand Store girl. I'm a Stand Store girl. I know all about Stand Store. UBC talks about Beacon, so I know a little bit about Beacon also because they have a whole module on it. Beacon is for, here's the deal about Beacon. Beacon is for the person who's trying to have a platform, who wants your digital products loaded. I do believe they still have a free method. For some reason, somebody said it's not totally free anymore. Like maybe it's $10 now. Anybody who knows Beacon, put in the chat if you know Beacon. But I think for some reason, free isn't an option. I'm not sure about that though. I need to look it up. But the free for Beacon is for somebody who's just trying to make sure they have a storefront. You can lead people to it. And then as you get sales, just know, and I say this on, you don't pay up front, but on the back end, those transaction fees are a little bit higher. So just recognize that you're paying something. It ain't totally free because they're gonna get those transaction fees. DD Peach, how are you, friend? Um, and so with that, I would say if you're gonna think about storefronts, Beacon could be okay for the free option. Let me look in the chat. I want to make sure somebody didn't answer my question. Enjoy the live. Going to get my dinner. Thank you so much, Queen V. I appreciate you. Doing great. We are doing our first live tomorrow, 7 p.m. You inspired us. Look at you, friend. Hello. Good, good. I'm so happy, friend. How you doing, Dee Dee? You said good. Oh, wow. I see they changed the tapping hearts again. Yes, they changed them. They changed to these new little little crowns and the other things. Yeah, they're. Thank you, Miss Darlene. You said be right back. I appreciate you sharing a live. Yeah, Favor says she's Stan as well. So here's what I like about Stan. Let me talk about Stan. You are making change and change here without going viral. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's it. That's it. You know, I said earlier about making sure you're here to support people and put people on your orbit so that they can help you. And that's what I do. I'm just trying to be of help and service. I don't gatekeep. I don't try to make it seem like this is something you can't do, only I could do. No, that's ridiculous. And at the end of the day, you said my voice is so soothing. Thank you so much. It's thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna receive that. Thank you. Because I was about to say, ooh, you know, when you have your voice, you're like, oh, and my allergies are kicking up. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Looking at everything, I just want to know what's my easier product to practice with. The easier product to practice. Let's talk about it because I don't. I would need to know more. What do you, I would need to know more, Ms. Deals. So are you saying product as in a digital product, or do you have a physical product? I missed something about product. Enjoy the live. Okay, about to get dinner. Um, let's see. You, I would say you might be a psychic. Sounds woo woo, but I always feel your energy when you pass through my field. Oh wow, look at that. See, I told you I need to play the lottery, and you know, all this that I'm feeling lately, all this is happening. If I win a lottery, I may not show up no more, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I will still show up because I enjoy doing this. You said digital starter product. Digital starter product. Get a pterodactyl and some chicken bones. See what they tell you. I know. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. What I do? I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Um, so, digital starter kit. Digital starter product. Digital starter product is what you want to talk about. Okay. When we meet, we'll talk about it because when you talk about a product and you're trying to start, in that course, they talked about lead magnets. So you want to lead. That's the free product. So that's the first thing you want. You always want that because that gives you an opportunity to connect with people in addition to your normal live, and it's off live. So it's in the email. So there's whole different strategies around email marketing and campaigns that you do. So that's one thing you want. So off the jump, you want that. The other thing, and what that, and so that's what we'll talk about because I need to know more about what you're offering and what type of services you're going to offer, product services that is. So we'll talk about that. Work on your freebie, your lead magnet, and then work on your first initial product. Like, what does that look like? Is that another digital book or ebook or checklist or something like that? So you want to create those too. So, but again, we'll talk about it. No, not a psychic. No, I'm not a psychic. I'm joking because favorite RT Nikki. She's in the room, or are you under Jim Hare? I think you're under favorite right now. And so favorite and I met earlier. Yes, so favorite. She met with me earlier, and I was talking. We were talking about TikTok Shop, and she was still waiting to get TikTok Shop on her other account. And because we were talking, I just said, and really I was just kind of listening to her and stuff, and the whole call was like she was waiting to get TikTok Shop. And I said, well, you probably will get it because she had the threshold for the pilot program. And I said, well, you'll probably get it. It'll probably happen. You'll get an email after you, a notification after you get off this call, and you'll get it. And sure enough, when she got off the call, it was there. She got a notification. So that's what I was saying. I was psychic, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna rock with you. I'm loyal." So that's what happened. So that's where the psychic comment came from. But and then later, he said, "Favorite join again." And then later, I was talking about crocheting, and I was giving an example to someone in our room, and I used crocheting, and I had not looked at their bio, but it turned out she was a crocheter. So that's the other part of that comment. So no, I'm not a psychic. I'm not. But I appreciate all that. You said it froze for you. Okay, friend. So yeah, I was just recapping how you said that you got TikTok Shop. Um, so let me know. I didn't do my normal round the world conversation. Let me know if there are any questions. We're sitting here chatting. I usually talk to my new people. If you are new and need support, this is my conversation for my newbies. So I want to make sure I'm helping people. Especially if you're new. Short stuff. You said, do you have premonitions? Is that it? About me getting into TikTok Shop program? Is that what you're saying? Uh, uh, it's glitching a lot. Is it glitching a lot? Student loan payments are coming due. um, you're close. You are close. However, you will get your notification in about 3 weeks. That's what's going to happen in 3 weeks. Early June, you're going to get your notification by the end of the month. So you will be all in it. You will get TikTok Shop then. Do the TikTok shops on your creator account. Say that again. You're laughing at me. Do you do the TikTok shop on your my Candy? I'm TikTok Shop affiliate. So both of my accounts are creator accounts. I do have two accounts. So it's Dr. Lisa, and then there's Dr. Lisa Shops is my shop page. And so you said me too. So yeah, so I'm talking about TikTok Shop affiliate. So TikTok Shop for seller, the business account. That's why when you say creator account, that's what I was like, okay. Are you referring to creator, or are you referring to business? Um, so it sounds like you were referring to creator. So yeah, I have that on the creator side. And I started a second account. So this is really quickly for whoever's in the room. TikTok Shop, you want to make sure it's self from TT Marketplace. What does self mean? Say that again. Self. I don't understand what you meant by that, but TikTok Shop Marketplace. Um, for best practice, you want to have, ideally, you want to have two separate accounts. That's the best practice. So, because what happens is that the algorithm gets used to your shoppable content, gets used to your um, the products that you're selling. So you don't want that to interfere maybe with your primary account, especially if it's a different topic. Okay, so I would say get TikTok Shop on a different account if you're going to do it. That would be my recommendation. Okay, I have one. and I buy a lot on TikTok. Oh yeah, mix it up with Gigi. How you doing, friend? Um, you have one, and you buy a lot on TikTok. So yeah, you'll get it early on. Really quickly, my friends. Short stuff too. I want to make sure I say this out loud. Um, hold on one second, guys. I want to make sure I say this out loud to you. Um, when it comes to getting TikTok shop, you want to make sure that you are. So I need to open another account. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to say that it's not a bad idea to have a secondary account so that you can actively focus on TikTok shop on that other account, and it will mess up your algorithm. So as you're talking, so if I think about this page here, mix it up. You're saying, let's cook something together. YouTube, mixing it up with Gigi. So if you had a page where you're cooking on this account and you wanted to sell products, I mean, you could have products that you're promoting that are all in culinary, kitchenware, that type of stuff. And so that's something you can do. I would say do something like that where it's not too confusing when it comes to people coming to your page and they're seeing culinary type equipment and cookware and stuff. And then, when you're doing your other content, it all aligns. Does that make sense? As opposed to having culinary, then it's like beauty and fashion and makeup and all this other stuff. It confuses the algorithm. So I would say make a decision if that's what you're going to do. But if you're going to stay within a certain product niche that aligns with what you're doing, then I think that's fine. It won't confuse it too much. I'm an affiliate program, but if I create another account, I won't have it on follows. You won't. You would have to build that. You would have to make a decision. So when I say get another account, that's what some people are doing. So Favorite, she was in a room. Favorite was talking about her other account getting TikTok shop because her current account has it. And she was like, I don't want to do things on my current account. Favorite RT stands for she's a respiratory therapist. So her students and her topic is talking to students about supporting them in their comprehensive exams and study materials. That's not TikTok shop for her. Even though she got approved for it, that's not what she wants to do with that account. She wants to keep that kind of very specific to that topic. So she started a different account that's her Jim Hair, it's her hair products, her hair supplies, and that account will be focused on TikTok shop. And that's the account she was waiting to get TikTok shop on. So she was building up her followers there. So just know that that's an option for you. Yeah. He said, this is my other account. How you doing, favorite? He said, I'm here. She on both accounts in the room. Okay, thank you. Yes. How you doing, child? Yes, that's right. Inspired. That's right. That's right. Coach Miss Jessie is another one. She's another example. Coach Miss Jessie. She's another example. So I'm gonna say this out loud. Tap to oh, thank you so much, friends. You tapping the screen. Let me say this out loud. I will say it because I tell you I don't gatekeep it. I talk about milestones. So if you have a goal, if you have we're working hard. Yes. If you have a goal, if you have something you are trying to achieve, I tell you all the time, when you go to those engagement rooms, the grow rooms, y'all. If you go to those rooms and you are looking to grow, that is a strategy, okay? You just got to make sure that you don't. When I give the analogy, lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. You got to make sure you do your checks to make sure you're not having any banned accounts from that situation, and that all things are good for you. But that is a strategy that you can do to get you over that 1,000 and engage in those rooms. And I'm gonna tell y'all quick tips on what to do real quick if you really want to do this. Okay, somebody, let's see, somebody in the room, connect with somebody. So let's see, short stuff, you did it. She had a whole nice conversation. That short stuff had a whole thing that she told to Candy. That's unfortunate how it goes, but she had a whole sentence. Let me see what it says. Oh, it keeps popping up wrong way for me. Okay, I can't see the whole sentence. It's not showing the butt part. But anyway, she connected with her. What you could do, and this is like a real quick tip for my people who are new in the room that's trying to figure this thing out and I want to grow quickly. You can click to someone's photo. If you click short stuff photo or Candy's photo, it pops up their mini profile. You can follow them, and then that at symbol next to their name, you can put a comment. Do not put the comment scoop. Do not put the comment follow. Do not put the comment gotcha or connected. You say something like, "Hello, friend. How are you? Good day. Happy to meet with you. Happy to don't say connect. Happy with being in the room with you." Something like that. So again, it's not that grow room culture, but you are saying something legitimate, something that is a meaningful, authentic connection to the person. Okay, you can look at their bio. You can make sure that maybe you say something from their bio. That's something people do. Hello, short, nice to meet you. Yes, and that's one. That's the proper etiquette. In those rooms, there's a whole vibe and energy. Music is playing, people are pinning, the moderator might be pinning people. Typically, the moderator ideally should pick people that have a bio, that don't have user with all the numbers, that has a username, a nickname that's appropriate. They have a photo, so usually they pick people. So when you get pinned, you usually are picked up quite quickly. Okay, you're usually picked up really quickly. The other thing that you want to do, and I'm just going to say it because you guys are connected in the room. I appreciate y'all connecting. The other thing you want to do, and I'm going to say this because I'm not in nobody's pockets. Y'all know the way I conduct my room. I tell you what to do. I tell you what's happening here, and you have full agency on what you want to do. Do you pay for this or is this free? I'm about to get to that. So give me a second. No, this is a live room. So first of all, Miss K, you are coming into someone's live room that has ideally these rooms. And so my room hasn't been popping like that as of late, and I get it. It is what it is. TikTok is acting kind of funny, but whatever. But those rooms typically will have 100, 200, maybe even 300 people in a room. Could even be more. But what happens is they have a whole little vibe, and they're talking, and the live host typically isn't doing a whole lot of, "How you doing, White Bear? Thank you for being here." Isn't doing a whole lot of coaching and information. It's just sidebar conversation that they're having, and the room is rooming. The chat is chatting. You said 400 to 500. Oh, you've been to some rooms, friend. You've been to some rooms. You might need to share names of the rooms you went into. You might need to give the tea on the rooms y'all been to, okay? He said, "We be wise and know some of them are better than others." Yes, yes, yes. Sharing is caring. Absolutely. Can with your permission. Yeah, go ahead and share. I don't care. That's totally fine. If you want to put some, I don't know if you will be able to. Well, maybe you could type them. If you get filtered, let me know. We can say it. I have some names with people that give good information. That's good. Okay, because the rooms I'm talking about, like Black Taboo, her room is not always that. No, it's not that big. Her room is like in the hundreds on average, or somewhere along there. So that's the one I go to at night. I've gone to her room a few times. Um, there's a couple other people's rooms I have gone to. There's some people I don't care for their style, because you're now talking about, when we talk about leagues, we're talking about like people who are like in the B and A league, A and B league people. I have a question off topic. Oh, go ahead, Glow. I'm sorry. Go ahead, put your question. But yeah, those people, I don't like their styles all the time. So I don't, there's not too many people I advocate, because I'll sit in a room for my purpose, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't send my people there necessarily, because what they're doing and saying is a little, to me, insensitive at times to people who are still just learning this platform. How you doing, billionaire? And people who are just trying to grow, and just, I hear that. Yeah, yeah. So I don't want y'all to be put in a situation where you're like, okay, this is so off-putting. I don't care for it. I've been on these streets long enough to kind of compartmentalize, but that the things they do, I don't necessarily agree with their methodology. And so somebody said, "Do I have to pay for these?" And at the end of the day, that is, depending on the room you in, that is the underlying messaging. Okay, so I can give you some strategies on how to do it in a way that's not going to break your bank, but that is the underlying messaging that happens. What's the domain? I was told to get one with email. Okay, so um, if you want a professional email, you buy a domain, and then you can use there's usually a separate fee that you have to pay to get a email address for that domain. So, for example, I use Namecheap. I go to their website. It's like GoDaddy, one of those type of sites. You know, those are one of the popular ones. But Namecheap is the one I go to. And if you notice on my Dr. Lisa, even on this page, because of the business account, I have my business entity, but I created a domain for my shop. So I'll show you real quick. Namecheap is the best. Yeah, I like Namecheap. I do. So I'm just going to say hi, friend. Okay, and I'll pin myself again. So this is the if you go to my profile, uh-oh, why doesn't it let me pin? Did I do it too quickly? Okay, there we go. If you go to my profile for this account, you'll see in my bio, it is a Dr. Lisa. What do I have? I have Lisa.com. So it says inquiries at Lisa.com. So what I created, what I purchased, I actually purchased two domains. I purchased the domain for Lisa.com. I'm sorry, LisaCrump.com. And then I purchased the domain for drlisacrump.com. And so you purchase a domain. Domains typically cost you about $10. It shouldn't cost you a lot. You got to search and make sure your domain name is available. And then Namecheap is easy because Namecheap is easier because because it also guides you really easily into creating your email address. You can pick up an email as you're checking out. You can say I want an email as well, and so they have an email package, and then you can just open up an email account with the name that you want to use with that domain, that is. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense for you, Glow. Okay. I probably should have vetted the names you're gonna put out there. Favorite. Y'all gonna get me in trouble because I try to be good people. I try to be, everybody has their own style. That's probably the ones I would say avoid. I would avoid her. Just to say, just my personal opinion. Great information. You're welcome. Just my personal opinion. I get it, and she is. I love your honesty. I get it. She's good in certain ways. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They can just mince the names to you, the names to us. Yes, message the names to y'all. She's good in so many different ways, but it's what is Namecheap for? Namecheap was for getting a domain. If you want a domain name for your emails and stuff, you are you are sweet queen. um, Thank you so much. Yeah, so she is pushing people. Yes, yes, making her rich. Yes, yes, yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So, for that reason, and it is obvious. That's the problem. It's obvious. So if it wasn't obvious, if it wasn't like the information she gives, and I think from what I've heard, she shifted her energy um, to the point where she is being a little bit more sharing information, and maybe she's picked up on how people are seeing for what she's working, what she's been doing, um, and her approach has been, yeah. So she has people that I feel she pays to come in a room and get, yeah. She has a whole team. She has a whole system. Don't get me wrong. She has a whole system. She has a whole system, and yes, so she has a whole system. So I know that to be true. So she has a whole system of all she does. The ones that y'all gonna some other names. That's why I said 500-600 people. But I was able to get, yes, you are. That's what I said. It's a strategy. Don't get me wrong. It's a strategy. It is a strategy. It is a strategy. If you go in there, you get what you need. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. It is a strategy. But yeah, you don't want to play in that sandbox because that is just self-serving. And you get what you need. Don't get me wrong. If you can kind of keep in that focus, in and out, yes. And so her approach though, she is when you never heard me mention names. I try not to mention names, to be honest with you. Yes, be careful, be smart. I try not to mention names. There's only a few. that I say, all right, I see you all. And let me say this, just in all transparency, my demographic I think is different from hers too in most cases. Not, and maybe not totally, but at the end of the day, the people I'm talking to are still rather new. She's dealing with people who have been in the TikTok shops, TikTok streets for a minute. From my understanding, she's one of those people that people kind of see as you've been here for a while. I don't know if she shows up for new people all the time. Um, that's probably not a fair statement. I guess the feed is the feed, so whatever you're looking for. I got my TikTok shop under you, honestly, in a very short time. Did you really? Thank you so much. Our new friend, and I hope I next touch. There we go. How did your live TikTok shop go? It went well, Miss Darlene. I can't find. Oh wait, hold on. I just had myself in here. Yes, I keep looking for name. Um, Hold on. Let me see. Let me put my name in here. I just pinned it. So I said hi. So go to my page. This is my other page. Let me find it real quick. There we go. I'm gonna pin it again. So yeah, that's my page for TikTok Shop. Um, Hello, AI with Tracy. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you all. Yeah, rooms like that. Reason why I said she probably doesn't get the people I get. We don't see the same people because my room is geared towards answering questions. Her room is chatting so much. The chat is chatting. People are panning. Things are happening. People who come to me, they're like, I don't know what's going on in that room. So even if you came across her, you wouldn't stay long enough because just because her room just is activated like that. So it's not beginner friendly. She's not beginner friendly. Let me say that. She's not beginner friendly. Um, as well as just her room, the nature of her room doesn't allow for it. So that's why I said, oh, well, you probably wouldn't come across her, and if you did, you would probably exit stage left because the room is just too much for anybody who's trying to learn. Two different kinds of rooms. I swear it's a lot to handle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's why I said we have two different audiences. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, rabbit lady. So yeah, we have two different types of audience, two different types of energy. Just everything about her style is something that even me, as someone who's been in these TikTok streets for a minute, it doesn't. It's kind of off putting y'all. And y'all got me talking, and I don't normally talk about people. Like I said, everybody has their preference. Everybody has their favorite people. I know people don't necessarily gel with my style. I know, my style is not for everybody, just like their style is not everybody's style is for me. So I get that. I would I would say though, there's certain rooms that, you just gotta make sure you see it for what it's worth. And I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna get my names, I'm gonna get my numbers up, I'm gonna be out. And that's the approach you gotta take. I'm gonna go ahead and get what I need and I'm out of here. We almost hit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we hit 25K for the taps. Thank you so much. Yes. So yeah, she definitely has a whole team of people. They run lives like cults. Yes, they do. They do. There's there's a few. I'm not gonna name names, y'all, but there's a few like that. There's a few that's exactly what they do. TikTok co-signs it too. They have her flying here and there. Yes, yes, they do. Yeah. So she is definitely their person. Yeah. Yes, it's very overwhelming. So really quickly, here's what I would tell you to do though. If you go to one of those rooms, maybe not that level. For real sure. Yes, for real sure. Real sure. So let's get to. Oh, thank you so much, friend. Hello, Kathleen. So if you go to those rooms, I showed you really quickly how you want to friend people. Short stuff, what she just did, favorite, what you guys are doing. So how you guys are coming in and connecting with people. People are getting friended and commented. So you click their photo, you hit follow, you hit that at symbol, you put words in. Don't put scoop, don't put follow, don't put gotcha. Try to put something in. Hi, friend, how are you? Nice to meet you, new bestie, whatever the case may be. Put something in. Then what you want to do is, so the rabbit lady, her putting gifts in, if you do that, let me say this. So a lot of time the rooms, they will, um, people will give gifts, different gifts like that, and you get seen. So that is a tactic that people use. I say that because I'm not telling you to give gifts. You don't have to. You can stay in the chat. The only problem with the chat, if you're in a room and the chat is chatting, you might be the person following everybody and people are not necessarily following you back. So you just got to be careful with that. But when you give gifts, you hang up, look at you, level 12, congratulations. You hang a little higher, especially if you are adding slowly, and it allows you to hang a little higher. So that's the strategy. Again, it could be, yes, yes, you get missed. Yes, you get missed. Yep. Yeah, so that's a strategy. And so when people do that, thank you so much for the hand heart. People do that, they're seeing their grab, especially like, and people who are like really big people, they go into the title gifter. So they try to get seen really high. So that's another strategy. Just showing examples. Thank you so much. I see you, friend. Yeah, so you want to make sure you're being strategic about when you're in that room. And so if you're sending out gifts, you know, again, your gifts could be the rose, it could be the heart puffs, things that are not gonna break the bank, the goat sticker, things like that. New here, how are you, friend? Life with Amanda, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. How are you? Um, Amanda, I love that. My mom's name was Amanda. I appreciate you coming in the room, friend. Um, so that's a strategy. I just want to say that out loud. It's a strategy. You don't by any means have to do that. I think those people giving 500 gifts work with her. Yes, they do. They do. She has a team. She for real, for real. She has a team. Hello, Amanda. Nice to meet you. She has a team. Yeah, it depends. She has her subscription plans as part of her teams. Just saw a level 7. Oh yeah. Just saw your level 7. Yeah, you've grown. Look at you. Awesome. You have grown. There's no way I'm giving her all that. Yes. Yeah, that's a whole strategy she has. Yeah, you said gift because I like your live. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so favorite, that's it is. Yeah, this whole team. But yeah, she has been able to be in a couple different competitions for TikTok too, and so because of that, she's become like the it girl. She's their it person, especially when you think about some of those kind of competitions that are like, um, she goes live in the evenings. So those live competitions that she's doing, or those competitions that because she's in the evening, people are coming in and it's like different rankings. So she's been able to kind of grow in her approach because of that too. But again, she has a whole team of people. She has different what do you call it? She gives away gifts too. So not to say that she's only, I'm assuming, I don't know where the gifts come from, but she'll have different packages that she's giving away to people too that are again investing in her. So that's what's happening. Sorry I'm late, but who is her? Her is, I didn't say the name. Favorite put the name in the chat. I never said the name. she she says she is number one all in North America. Laugh out loud. Y'all will not get. There is not a recording of me saying that name. I never said the name. So if you want to go up in the chat, I guess. I mean, it's up to you. I never said the name. I'm curious. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I never said it, but hey, I get it. I favorite, you're welcome to put it back in. That's fine, favorite. If you want to put it back in, that's totally fine. But I never said the name. Don't say Dr. Lisa said that name. I try not to be messy. I try not to be messy in this room. When I tell you guys, I say, okay, well, you navigate the way you want to navigate. But I just say certain rooms ain't for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. Certain rooms ain't for all of us. And my audience is different in the sense of you go in a room, you try to understand, you're trying to learn what's happening. That's not a room where you're gonna learn. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. No problem. He said I'm already looking. for first live. See, that's the type of, those are the conversations my people are having. Any advice for the first live? You cannot ask that question in that live. That other room, you cannot ask that question. She will not give you an answer. First of all, it wouldn't even get seen. But second of all, you can't ask that question. But yeah, any advice for the first live? The not the TikTok tea. Yeah, that's the name. Favorite, put it back in there for y'all. I'm all, and I need to know for gifting purposes. She put it back in for y'all. So you will never get it answered. No, you will not get that answer at all. So, any advice for your first live? I think you said I'm the goat. Thank you so much, friend. I try to be diplomatic. I try not to dwell in the mess, but I just be honest with you all in terms of how to navigate this platform. And every room is not for everybody. And just know that if you want to go by and visit that room, you might catch her in a moment where she's on all day. Yes, she is on all day. She is on. But you might catch her at a time when she's not. And I would say avoid her evenings, but the evenings might be where you want to start. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. Thanks for helping us. You're welcome, friend. Yeah. So yeah, there's, like I said, there's probably there's a few others that I will put on my list of people, like not for everybody. And I think some of it is that they are just not thinking about the audience. You got to be intentional about who's your audience. How are you supporting them? The evenings are calmer. Are they? Are they? Okay. So her daytime antics is the daytime antics that she has going on. Okay. Thanks for helping us. Yeah. So I'm learning. um, Interesting. Yeah. So, um, first live, really quickly. I have a few live hosts who I gifted and said hello. Hello. Why are you not supporting my post? Laugh out loud. Bad art. Oh, return on investment. Well, yeah. Here's the deal. Let me answer that real quick though. Let me answer that because here's the deal. And this is what I learned, and I'm understanding the algorithm. These are big hosts, not you. Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, look at that, Anita. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You said, let me help this lady. Thank you. Let's go back on topic. I love Dr. Lucy keeping us off topic. That's fine. Here's the deal about those big rooms. They're not going to support like that. That's not what they do. They build. I mean, they really do build their team. And so, beautiful Galaxy. It was beautiful. Um, they build their team, and when their strategy has been that they support people within their team. So they built a team in that way, and so if you become part of the team, then that's when they start investing in you. Um, so that's one strategy. The other thing is a lot of times when they get to that point, they are focused on the TikTok algorithm. And I tell people this all the time is if you're niching down and you are only looking at your topic. So I gave the example earlier of favorite. Her favorite RT, she doesn't want to do TikTok shop on because it takes her away. The algorithm is now confused about her doing her respiratory therapist work and that type of content and messaging versus now doing TikTok shop stuff. So it confuses the algorithm. And so when you start engaging with people's content, you're telling the algorithm in a very intentional way, this is the content I want to see. Now, everybody's niche and topic is not the same as what you're doing. So you want to be cognizant of who you're engaging in their content. That's something I would just say broadly. Now, when it comes to your supporters, like for me, it's like, okay, you know what? The algorithm is the algorithm, whatever. I want to support my supporters. However, lately I've been super busy and I ain't been able to get to TikTok on this street, on this count the way I want to. I'm still even behind on posting. But recognizing that becomes part of the way people operate. They're being very specific about how they're engaging. So they're either engaging within their niche or they're engaging within their team in that way. Um, let me get. Oh, thank you so much. I see you, friends. Let me know if that made sense, Moni. I appreciate you saying that, though. I just wanted to put that out there. Oh, thank you all. Look at there. Is that one of the new ones? That's cute. Let's see. Oh gosh, look at that. Learn 50% of TikTok knowledge right here with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm your first live. Do I have to have a topic or can I mix it up? So mix it up. You asked, and who just else asked? I'm supposed to be answering a question. You guys, you guys are funny. Thank you so much. Those are the new gifts. I haven't seen these before. You guys are hilarious. Thank you so much. Look at you guys. Yes, they're so cute. Yeah, TikTok did good with these new emojis and effects and stuff. Look at there. Happy Friday. Yes. I appreciate that, friends. Thank you so much. um, So first live, let me get to business. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. The subscribers, I see the stickers. I'm new here. Thank you, Self Freedom. This is my Go Live with Ease. Let me know if you have any questions. You said I'm new here. I appreciate your friends. Thank you so much. FYP new here. Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you. Anita, who asked the question about the first live? Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. You guys are super sweet. I appreciate it. That is definitely welcomed. I appreciate all the love. You guys are awesome. And look at you said send roses. Thank you so much. I see. You said I'm new here, but let me send this lady some roses. I appreciate it. You said mix it up. It was me. Okay, the first live. Mix it up. Let me get to your question, friend. Okay. Here's what I would tell you. I have to participate too. Look at y'all. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate y'all. So here's what I will say. First live. Thank you. Coach Miss Jessie. I will still say the mess, but you have Jessie out there, Coach Jessie. You deserve it. Thank you. I appreciate that, friends. You guys are so sweet. You say you just be sitting on the screen talking and telling us all this information. Thank you so much. Okay, so here's what I would tell you. Here's what I would say. Very first live, I would say the first time you go live, you hit that go live button. The first thing you want to do, there's a couple things you want to do to prepare yourself. Create a live event so people know you're going live. So when you talk about going live to your audience, ideally your target audience, they are aware that you're doing this event. You could actually do a post about it, attach that a live event to it, so it's out there. You can just do a quick post saying, hey, I'm going live at this day and time. I'm going to talk about this topic. Make that a post. So put that out there on your page. And actually is a good best practice anyway, because it kind of commemorates the moment you did it, your very first live. So you have that in your content as an opportunity to go back and look at your very first live. That's important, because I even did that for my live. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've grown so much. So go ahead and put that as an event. You can put in your story as well as put a note. Here's something I got away from doing. First live on your personal page. Yeah, on this page here, there's a live that says I think I did the live where I said I'm gonna do 30 days. It's in January. It's like early January. And I said, I'm going live for 30 days. And I think I responded to someone who was like, they were scared to go live. And I said, do it with me. And I did a post about it in response to them being nervous about going live. So I would, oh wow, yeah. So put that as a live event. So schedule a live event. When you go to a live home screen, you can hit live event, schedule it. It'll show up on your profile as an event that you're doing. You can attach that event to your post that you're going to do. Thank you so much. And then you can put it in your story. And then, thank you so much. And then you can put a note. The note is something I need to get back to doing. I was doing that pretty faithfully in the month of January, February. I was doing it all the time, putting a note, just saying, I'm going live at 10 a.m., join me live. Going live at 4 p.m., join me live. So I was doing that all around the clock. And I think the algorithm picked up on that, and that was a good thing to do. So add that to your practice. So you want to do that announcing. When you go live, that's a great idea. Yep. When you go live, I would say a couple things you want to do. You could prepare. I'm not going to be able to do it today, but I typically tell a little prompt for ChatGPT if you need to know what your outline could be for your live. And also, I give a prompt that tells you how to use your, again, how to use chat to help you brainstorm your niche, your topic, your target audience. So, again, knowing who your target audience is, and then the keywords. The keywords, as you're talking, the algorithm is listening. The algorithm is listening to what you're saying. And so you want to make sure you're saying things that's going to make sense for the audience, okay? Or make TikTok understand what's your topic and push it out to the audience that are looking for that. So again, when you think about search engine optimization, TikTok is listening to the words you say, the words you type, the words and things that your audience might be interested in, and they're going to come to your room. They're going to put your live on their For You page because of that. Look at you guys, you leveled up to 13. Awesome. You did that on your regular daily post. On my regular, you talk about the note, Sandy Beach. Yeah, the note I did daily. I will put that note up there pretty much daily. I got away from it. Like I said, I need to get back to that. But that's a good best practice. Didn't know that. So it listens to voices too. Yeah, yeah. It hears everything you say. When you do your content creation, it's listening. It's taking in all that data. All that data. When you're listening, talking in your post, it's taking that in. Yep. That data, what you're writing, what you say, all of it. How do those notes, like a video post? The notes is just a quick. Think of it like Twitter, back in the day, Twitter or X. That's what it's called now. Think of it as like a quick little thing you can write. I think it's no more than 60 characters. It's 60 characters. It's a little bubble that's on top of your profile head. How you doing? Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. How you doing, Leslie? Star Gal, how are you, friend? How are you, friend? Coming on in. Thank you so much for being here. Hello. Yeah, so yes, that is the little note that's at the top of your head. Cool. How can you review lives? What you mean review lives? You talking about your own live? It's a live recording. You can go back and download your recording and look at it. Yep. It lasts for 24 hours. Yes, it lasts for 24 hours. So if you did a note first thing in the morning or the night before, you can have it there all day. And so people could see that. Yeah. So if you're going to go live tomorrow, hello. If you're going to go live tomorrow, you can put it tonight. Depending on what time you're going to go live. You want it to show up, 24 hours from now. Yeah. Hello, Didi. How you guys doing? Come on in, friends. I see you all. So yeah, I would put a note in. So when you get ready to go live, so what I teach is that you could create an outline, maybe have chat come up with some talking points for your live. You said, I'm booking a 101 with you, but it's not allowing me to. What happened? What you mean? Fantastic. It's Stan Store. It should let you do it on Stan. Let me see. Yeah, you should be able to do it, friend. I'm not sure what would be the issue. You should be able to do it. I'm learning so much. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yeah, I don't know what, yeah, I should be able to do it. I was making sure my storefront was still there, y'all. It's there. I was like, what happened? Let me check. Let me refresh the screen. Let me know, fantastic, what area you're getting, friend, what's going on. I'm learning so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Try again tomorrow. Okay, just let me know. So what I would say when it comes to going live, so without doing any preparation, here's what I tell people. If you're going to go live for the first time, just take people along your journey. That's it. The very first live, spend some time learning the features. Click the enhance button, learn the effects there. Click the more button, learn all the different things with understanding how to remove comments or block and mute people, how to flip your camera around, how to look in your settings, turn on the content disclosure, all those different features that are there that you're like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Play around with it in the first couple lives so you can get get a chance to get acclimated to the system. My first couple lives, I was in a snowman face. I was in all types of stuff. Whoever seen me in that live, they seen all types of characters going on. But I was learning the app. I was learning some of the different effects and features in the app. So again, I would say play around, get acclimated. TT will be where some of my high engagement posts people can't share. Interesting. That's interesting. It's been glitching lately. I know that much. Good afternoon to all. How you doing, Tech Trends? How are you, friend? Hey, y'all. Hey there. Okay, so the other thing I will say when it comes to your learning and earning, there we go. Um, the next thing I would tell you doing your live too, you want to make sure you're talking to your audience. So if you know your audience, you can talk to them very clearly. Thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate you. Um, you you can say, well, this is my very first live. I'm going live, and my topic I'm going to talk about is this XYZ topic. I think in your case it was cooking, so you would talk about cooking. And maybe you do a cooking demonstration and you practice that. Don't feel like you have to have it perfect. I always say practice makes progress. You are not searching for perfection. You are learning, you are growing, you're getting better. That's what this is about. So don't feel like everything has to be, all aligned in place. No, as you go live more frequently, you'll see the opportunity to improve and go back and look at some of those recordings and then see what else things you can change. The other thing, how you doing, Tamika? Thank you so much for being in the YouTube. How are you, friend? I saw your comment pop up. Thank you for joining. Um, the other thing I will tell you is that you want to get to the point where you're going live more frequently so the algorithm knows who you are and what you're all about, and it pushes people into your room. So that's important. And then when you start going live, especially this first live, always think of it, those first few lives, your goal is to get to the point where you have good clips and recordings that you could repurpose. Okay? So you're going to say hi and welcome people in the room. By all means, you are going to practice your intro. You're going to practice talking about your talking points. But the goal, and I say this to people, and I'm saying this on purpose because I don't want you to get caught up in, oh, no one stopped and talked to me. Nobody did this. You're going to practice your engagement. You're going to practice talking to people, saying, hello, Moni, thank you. Nicole, thank you for joining my live. Thank you for liking the live, Moni. So all those things that you want to say, hey, guys, make sure you tap the screen, share out the live. And then as you practice engaging with people, hi, welcome to my live. Tell me where you're from. Let me know where you're from. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I moved from Chicago, but I've been in Orlando for almost 25 years. Where are you from? So again, people are getting to know you. You're creating this energy where it's about connection. Okay. Okay. It's about building that room. How do you put that intro to your room? It's in the about when you click settings. Let me see, click more. No, I'm sorry, more. When you click more, it says about me. Yep. Yep. So yeah, it's in the more section. So it's at once you click more. But I think in settings, when you start there, when you go to the when you put your title of your live, when you hit that first go live, it takes you to the settings page or the setup page. About me is under settings. I don't know. I don't think it's on that screen there. I think it's in settings. You have to click it to get to it. But when you're in the more, you can do it there. So yeah. Um, the other thing I will tell you, oh, back to recordings. So I tell people your live, your whole live is recorded, so you can download it. If you got iPhone, you can download it to iMovies, make clips, and put it on the YouTube. You know, so it becomes a clip for YouTube. Hi YouTube. It becomes a clip for YouTube. So you can absolutely do that. So this then becomes, again, it becomes content that's evergreen. And you can make the link on YouTube public or private, however you want to do it. But it gives you content over there. And then you get clips here from TikTok that you can put as post if you wanted to. Or you can make your own little individual clips of what you're talking about and put it on TikTok as well. So again, how you doing, Harvey? Thank you for the rose. Thank you, Mark, for the hello. How you doing, friend? And so again, no live is a bad live if you think about it as learning, growing, practicing. That's what it is. Okay. And especially in the early stages, you may not get a lot of engagement. Depending on your topic, you may not get a lot of engagement. So you just want to be able to go and Practice doing the features, practice talking and welcoming people, practice your intro, all the talking points you have, practice if you're cooking, practice just the mechanics of how you're going to do it and show your camera and show people what you're doing. All of that is practice. I use clips. Where do you get the whole live again? Leslie, right where you get those clips, there's an arrow right in that little box. It's the top right one. You must be clicking right on the clip. But if you go to that arrow, click that arrow, it takes you to the whole feed, that whole recording. Yeah. Lord knows the two I did today were they were practice. That's what they was. Just call them practice, friend. Repurpose for clips. Yes. Yep. That's it. Okay. Thanks. You're welcome. That's what they was. They was just practice. Just keep practicing. And you guys will see on my YouTube channel, I got some practice videos there because that's when I had the time, y'all, to go ahead and do the little clips and download it like I tell you to do. I had time to do that. I can't do that now. So, but they are out there. So you can go back and look. And I'm just talking. I actually did a 1 minute live. You did a 1 minute live, Mark. You know what? You need to stay at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the minimum so you can get your 20% rewards. Anything, well, 20% will be anything 5 minutes and under. So at least do 5 or 6 minutes so you can get 30% of your rewards. I have a YouTube channel where I cook a lot. Oh, awesome. Yes. So take this content from from TikTok and repurpose it or co-stream it. So you have an instant live stream on your YouTube as well. If you have live stream access, you're going to have 50 subscribers to get live stream access. But yeah, co-stream it. That's exactly what I'm doing. So this content that I'm doing, this live, is going to be a playlist where people can go back and watch the videos. So anything I talked about here is a playlist. Yeah. So that's what you're going to. I have other lives, but I did 1 minute live by accident when I you clicked the plus. Oh, okay, you clicked the plus and it went live on you. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I see you, friend. You said sorry I'm back. I appreciate you, friend. I appreciate all the support. But thank you, taking notes. You guys got this. Go live, go live, go live. I want y'all to go live. I don't want y'all to sit back. The people we were talking about earlier, I will say this. They talk about content creation. Let me be real about it. Now, y'all can read between the lines. They talk about content creation. They talk about all the things you need to know with getting your content out there and doing great with your content. They don't tell you to go live, do they? Just saying. Just saying. Let's see what the message is. They give you tips on getting your content and maybe helping you go viral and all the other things. But then they talk about going live. Just asking a question. Think about it from that perspective. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. Never. They don't. Never. Nope. So that speaks volumes. Just saying. Speaks volumes about how people want to preserve and protect what they're doing. So just saying. What if you're really long on your first live? That's good. What do you mean in terms of monetization? You get Scale Life Awards, you get 25 minutes or higher, you get 38%. 5 new followers. So if you're really long, that's good. 5 new followers is another 2%. So the max you can earn per live is 40% of your rewards, the monetization. So going over 25 minutes is awesome for your first live. As a matter of fact, if you can go over 25 minutes, do it. Okay. My nervous people, my shy people, I say, you don't have to overwhelm yourself. Play around a little bit, get acclimated, and get out. But if you can go 25 minutes or higher, do it. Do you give out a lot of good information here? You do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the sub stickers. Look at you, friend. You did just become a subscriber. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, just be careful about how people are treating you all in these lives because, and I'll be the first to say, when it comes to content stuff, I like to hear different strategies and ideas. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a content person. I know a little bit to be dangerous in terms of what some of the things you should be doing and creator search insights and looking at data, but I'm not somebody that's gone viral. Now, she's gone, well, the person has gone viral. I'm gonna say that many of these live hosts have gone viral because they have that community that is supporting also, and that's the whole point. You know, if you are understanding the strategy says that TikTok sends your content out to your viewers. So if your viewers engage in your content, your followers that is, engage with your content, and they do the bottom up, they watch it all the way through, and they bottom up engage, meaning that they're clicking all those buttons. The reposting is awesome because it gets sent out to other people. Saving it, commenting, and then liking, then all that, and you have, 5, 10, 15 people do that for you. It gets pushed out some more, it gets spread out some more. So that's how that happens. And that's part of a whole strategy that they deploy to get their content, more eyes on their content. So to do that, you just got to understand what they're doing to that's somewhat self-serving. I shouldn't say some, it is self-serving, as well as they're sharing some nuggets with people on how to think about content. But content is content is a piece of it. Don't get me wrong, that's a strategy to monetize too. But going live is a quicker strategy. I'm just gonna be real with you. It is. It's a quicker strategy. Because if you build Creative Isaac, thank you so much, friend. Yes, exactly. Because if you build your community and people are supporting you here, and then you're doing some other things to battle and doing all the other things to doing subscriptions and all the other things, then that becomes a compound payout from TikTok. It does. And so when you're operating at the levels they're operating, where their rooms have a lot of people coming in, doing the daily heartbeat gift and doing all those things, then they're obviously they're somebody said that person is getting rich off people in that way. So I just want to make sure you guys understand the game. The game is to go live. That is what you want to do. You want to go live. So, and if you practice going live here, I'm gonna take this a step further because you guys know I now do the TikTok shop. So if I'm practicing live here and then now I'm going live and I'm able to sell products, thank you so much for the galaxy. And I'm able to sell products and I get that game going, that's even more money. So just recognize this is part of a strategy. This is a strategy. And they don't talk about that strategy. Yes, a game within social media practice both. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. So they don't talk about that strategy because they're trying to preserve and protect that strategy. What I try to tell you is like, hey, go live. Go live and keep going live. Be consistent. Do it. Do it scared, but keep showing up. Okay, so I want you to be intentional about what you're doing. Keep showing up, and then you can work on the whole content creation and making sure that is locked down. I'm still working on mine, but at the end of the day, go live. Yes, pay my bill strategy. That's it. Yeah. You said this like a casino. Some people will follow you back and others won't. Um, yeah. Again, as a live host, I will say this: you get a lot more followers. Yeah, you do. You grow. You do. People come in, you follow. They follow you. So again, that's the thing about it. If you're showing up going live, you're gonna get the followers. You know. So it does happen that way. Um, Content, obviously, if you're going viral, I know there's some things I should be doing differently with my content. I know that for a fact. But and that sometimes I think it's TikTok too, y'all. I mean, just me, it's TikTok also. So we both got problems because I need to do differently for this account. I know I'm messing with the algorithm because of the whole TikTok shop, because I've been using this account to search for stuff that I should be on my other account searching for. So I know I've been creating a problem for my account, but recognize that at the end of the day, when it comes to creating content, if you go viral, that's awesome. And people, that gets more eyes on your content, that gets more, hopefully, more followers, more likes. But going live, you also get followers because people come to your room and they just follow live hosts, And so you just have that type of stuff that happens, and then you have people coming back to your room doing the daily harmony and stuff. So it's one of those things where I would say start with just going live. That would be the best thing. Content is, you're right, to that point it is, it just depends on what day of the week it is and how you perform. I need to go do my lives, and my last one was April 28th. Ooh, wow, it's been a good 4 weeks. Yeah, go live, friend. I saw someone say you have to have live every day for monetization. You have to go live every day to monetize. No, not necessarily, but I say for those first 30 days, if you're consistent and you're going daily, you'll, the algorithm gets to know you. That's the first thing. It gets to know you. It's making that adjustment. So you gave it about 30 days. Somebody said 3 weeks, but I really do think it's about 30 days. And it gets to know you. And then you're able to make some corrective actions and changes along the way. And then you can monetize. I mean, speaking of just in general monetization, somebody send you some roses or whatever, your very first live, you monetize. But for it to make money for you and be something that's more passive income, it's going to take you about 30 days to kind of build that community, be consistent, showing up, people supporting you, and then you're fully monetizing that way. So, yes, it does take some time, but you can monetize from day one if that's the case. My very first live, I made 7 cents, a whole 7 cents that I was proud of. So I monetized. But no, I didn't monetize to that extent until later, until my first month. I set the amount to pay out. TikTok pays you out every Wednesday. It pays you from $1 to 500. You can set it to pay you out that way. I set it at 100. My first live. My first month of January. I got paid by the end of the month that 100. In February, it was about six. February in total ended up being like 640, 639. I think the number was. March was another. It was like 640 was March, and then April, it ended up being like 1,400, and in May, so far 1,000. So those are rough numbers, but yeah. So those are about average. So it's picking up, as you can tell. It's compounding. Okay. So yeah, I had my first 1,200 followers in 2 days. Oh yeah, good job. Yeah, I made 3 cents on my first live. Yeah, that's awesome. I made 3 cents on my third, friend. I was like, why am I going backwards? What if I have a cart on my live with things that are a part of my live content? Say that again. What if you have a cart on my live? The things that are part of my live content. What cart? What you mean? Let me know what you mean. I missed that. 7 is a good number. 16, my first one. Just keep going live, friends. Let me know if I have a cart on my live with things that are part of my live content. What's the cart about? I'm not understanding the cart. How do you get paid? TikTok PayPal is the answer, but that's not what you're asking. Selling things in my cart, selling things. Oh, you're talking about shoppable live. So you're doing a shoppable live. Is that what you're saying? So you would pin them. Is that what you mean? Pin them. You want to pin the products that you're doing, and then you would talk about the products, and people click the cart to get those products from you. Yeah, but you don't have TikTok Shop on this account. Do you have another account? Is that what you're talking about, Ian? Does TikTok take from the gifts? Pound cake. Let me answer Pound Cake's question first. Um, Pound Cake. You were talking about PayPal, but I don't think that's what you're asking. You're saying theoretically, how do you get monetized? How do you get paid as a live host? Yes. What about a service? As a live host, what service? As a live host, you get paid because of diamonds that you're collecting in your live. You get diamonds that you collect based off engagement, people following you, people liking your live, sharing your live out, commenting. Those will create diamonds, and the gifts. Gifts and engagement create an equation that creates diamonds. You need PayPal. You need PayPal. You have to have PayPal. TikTok pays you through PayPal. And so diamonds are what you're collecting. And so as you go live, you're collecting diamonds. people send you a rose, people are in your room for a long time. All that builds up so that you are monetized based on your engagement in the gifts that you're getting. TikTok has what's called the scale live reward, so it breaks down your monetization that you earn, and ultimately what ends up happening is that TikTok takes a percentage. They take a percentage before you even see it. Okay, so you get TikTok gets 60 to 80% of your rewards. You get 20 to 40%. I say 20 to 40% because again, it's a scale. So how you perform along that scale determines how much you get. Okay, so the most you can make per live is 40%. You got to earn that 40%. The 40% comes from a combination of how long you go live and then how many new followers you get. Those two factors, those two metrics determine if you make 40% or not. When you swipe the screen to the right, towards the right, or click that little house in the corner, you see your real time performance. It tells you how many followers you got. It tells you how long you've been going live. It tells you how many views, new viewers, unique viewers have come across your live. It tells you how many gifts you've gotten, how many diamonds you've collected. Remember, you're collecting diamonds, as well as how much estimated rewards you've earned based on the percentage you're going to get. TikTok has already taken a cut. So when you get 40%, they got 60. So I just want to make sure I say that out loud so people understand that TikTok gets their cut. So you said, EM, okay, we over 50K now. That's what I'm saying. Thank you so much. Wow, yes. Thank you so much. No, if I did meditation on my live and sold incense, etc. So you're saying if you sold products, you could. Do you have a business account? And you have a shop that people can go to buy your products, or would you send them to like a storefront, like a Etsy or someplace like that? The only thing I will say, you just have to be careful in terms of. No, not yet. Okay, gotcha. Um, but if you wanted to do that, you can. There's people who do different things. If you had TikTok shop and you wanted to sell some different meditation products, type products, you absolutely can do that. So as you're talking to people in your live, you can share different techniques and information with them. But then you might want to start another live. Ideally, you start another live, but you could start that live and say, I'm going to pin a couple products, and you show those products. You got to show them so you can make it more of a shoppable live. So you can tell people like, here's some products that you can get. So that's another way of doing it. Hello, King of the South. How are you? How you doing today? I'm doing great, friend. Thank you so much. Good information. Pound cake. Let me know if I answered your question. Hold on one second. I think there was another question. You need PayPal. Let's see, Moni. Um, um, Anita, you said what percentage did? Okay, so yeah, I told you the percentage. I wanted to make sure I went back up. So yeah, I said the percentage. Okay. All right, friends. Thanks. Yes, thanks. You're welcome. Anybody, any last minute questions? I'm gonna get off because I know I gotta go to my live leisure meeting. I gotta go to my meeting. I was gonna see if I could sneak in another post before I start my shoppable live. So I'm gonna do my TikTok shop. It's on my other account if you guys want to join me. Wow, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Um, I am doing my TikTok shop. This is my live where I mean my shoppable live where I'm going to talk about tech products for beginners. That's the focus. Tech products for beginners. So I'm going to do some shoppable products where I have some products that I show. Yep, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and it is on my other page. Let me show y'all real quick. I'm going to say hello, everyone. So I'm going to send that message real quick. And if you guys want to follow me on this page, this is my other page. This is my TikTok shop account. So if you want to follow me, you're more than welcome to. You said where's the link for what? For my other page? It's there. So you can go to my showcase in this account too. I have a lot of products. There's some products I need to remove from the showcase too. But I have a showcase while I have products that I'm talking about that are products that you wanna pay attention to. So This is at 8:30 Eastern tonight, and like I said, it's new. It's products for the new TikTok creator and live host. There's a couple of different things I showcase. I'm gonna go back through my store because I went over 7 products. I know I don't. I'm not gonna probably show all of 7 of those products. We'll see, because I only pick products. Ideally, they have either like free shipping. They have a flash sale. I want to make sure I'm bringing deals. So thank you so much, friends. I want to make sure I'm bringing deals to the table, as well as products that are really useful, products that I have used. So that's the goal too. I don't want it to be something where I'm like, And so there's a couple products that I'm getting familiar with. They're new to me. So I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna hold them to tomorrow because I'm trying to decide if I want to bring those forward. But um, but yeah, so thank you so much. I appreciate you for the popular vote. So I'm looking at my stash over there. So there's a few that I'm gonna probably repeat from yesterday, probably about 5 of them, and then I'll add 2 more. So it'll probably stay in the family of 6 and 7 products that I'll show. I won't overdo it. And then tomorrow, similar. I have 2. Like I said, there's 2 new products that I'm not as familiar with, but I have to kind of learn them and see if I want to bring those forward. I gotta make a decision. Because for some reason I was like, I don't know if I want to bring one of them. One of them I may send back because I'm not super in love with it, and also I don't know if it's a direct match. So that's my main question. Can I pin products in my live? You can make your TikTok shop a shoppable live. I mean, you can make your live a shoppable live by pinning products. The only thing I will say, you got to be careful about pinning a product and not showing the product and talking about the product. So when you put that product in that shopping bag and people can get to it, you got to talk about that product. You got to be intentional about showing it and talking about it, because you'll get in trouble. Screen will show a violation on your screen. You'll get a message. So you got to unpin products. You got to remove them from the cart. That's the other thing. Remove them as you're talking about them, and then you want to make sure. Hello, how you doing, Evie? And then you want to make sure, greetings, friends. That you move them from the cart and then you're rotating other products. You could do a product set where you have multiple products that you're showing, but again, just make sure you're very careful about showing and removing and doing all the things to make it a smooth transition. Can start out talking about it first. Yeah, I wouldn't put products in the cart. I wouldn't put products in the cart if you're gonna um, maybe do your first 20 minutes, 30 minutes where you're just having a conversation. I will wait until you're ready to do the shoppable part. Yeah, so I would, yeah, be careful in that way. Just so that you're not having something sitting in the cart and then TikTok gives you a violation. I sold my first product yesterday. Look at you. Congratulations. Awesome. Awesome. Was it a shoppable? Or was it just off your off your content? Congratulations. So you sold it from content, or you sold it from just going live? I did a video. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yay. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So you have enough videos out there. That's why I said I want to do another video. I did a video before this post. You said content, awesome. Yes, I did a video before this post, and I said I want to get to the rhythm where I'm doing multiple a day. I got to get there. I want to do one for this account, one for the other account. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, guys. I probably maybe just take a clip from this live to post for this account. Maybe I should have wrote something down, something I said that was profound. Did I say anything profound? I don't think I did. So we'll see if I can find a clip. I don't have time to find a clip. That's the other problem. I gotta find a clip. So, all right, friends, let me let y'all go. I appreciate you all. I gotta get some work done before I go into my sales mode. All right, friends. I thank you all so much. I am here. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care, friends. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. I'm going to prepare for tomorrow. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you, my YouTube friends. I appreciate you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.